Hello, I've just been doing a small interview about a headline which came out this morning, and we're going to be facing these hikes in energy bills in the new year, probably in the spring, and they're going to be significant. Why? Because we're picking up a result of a number of things. Basically, the COP22 meeting was all well and good, but we didn't focus on how we're going to deal with funding and supporting renewable energy. We simply dealt with the desire for renewable energy, which is all well and good. We need to be looking at the two things at the same time. And we already knew there was a crisis looming because that crisis began to show in August with the drive for fuel at the petrol pumps. So there's almost 10 factors involved in the fuel crisis that we've got. Number one, we've got overconsumption. No doubt at all about that. Number two, we've got overpopulation. No doubt at all about that. Then we've got an aging infrastructure. Our whole system is crumbling. And so rather than commissioning new power plants, we're delaying, except in China, of course, where they seem to be producing one a day. We've not got a properly developed renewable energy resource yet. We've got a lot of good intentions, but that's the way to hell. Number five, we've got delays in wheeling out all these all these power plants we've got. We're relying on stuff which is old. This is part of this infrastructure thing. We've not only got all the old pipes, we've got all the old systems as well. Number 6 and 7 really is a mixture of energy wastage and poor distribution. And so we often hear about this, but so much, it's not just about lagging our homes, it's about the pipes which are taking the energy to our homes. Number 8 and 9 is about accidents and about war, about natural disasters. We've got all of those at the moment. And number 10 is about the impact of a cold winter, which again, we've got this year. So we've got all 10 factors pressing in on us this year, 10 factors which are identified as being problems that are going to impact on our fuel consumption. And with that, we've also got this idea, as a COP22, the Greta Thunberg issue, lots of good intentions, but we've got to take the practical steps to make sure that these are fulfilled. And we've got so many other problems at the same time. If we can't resolve the global crises, things like the pressure of the Ukraine issue, the pressure of China. At the moment, China is now in talks with Russia about Russia supplying China with energy, a new energy supply. And at the same time, Russia is sort of going slow in sending energy to the EU. So we've got that problem. In Britain, particularly, we're going to have the impact not only of a rise in energy costs, but also a hike in national insurance of I think 1.25%. We've got a council tax rise which is predicted to be 3%, and then we've got the possible impact of inflation, which could be as much as 6%. So that on top of this doubling potentially of energy prices for domestic consumption is going to really hit people's pockets in a big way. And one of the discussions is maybe Ofgem have been cushioning us too much. Maybe the Ofgem cap should be revised more more often. I think this is a plaster for a gaping wound. We actually need a much more proactive way of cushioning the blow of this increase in price, because the increase in price is a result of not anticipating the problem soon enough. Yes, I know we've got our eye on other things like COVID and Boris's tenure in number 10, but we really we knew this was a problem coming. We knew it in August. So to suddenly flag this on the front pages of the Express, on the leader of the Times today, as if it's something that we hadn't seen before, this is infantile. And this, as I say, is something which should have been discussed in COP22 and wasn't. So is the Labour proposal to use the additional revenue from VAT to cushion the blow, to remove VAT on fuel prices to cushion the blow? Are these two options likely to be efficacious? I don't really think so. What we have to do is rethink the way we do fuel in a more constructive form. This year we have to take quick, immediate action. I think that's going to it's going to be more than just removing VAT and using VAT revenue. The government is going to have to step in and do something to help people. But in the long term, this is a problem that can only get worse until and unless we have reliable renewable energy. So there we are. Look, do follow the channel and do ring the bell. Talk to you later. Bye bye.